Supercharger when I start up, it's that muscle. Hey, LS1s under the hood, now you in trouble. Hey, want that power, you should step up out your bubble. Hey, and go holla at Jeff over at JD Custom.
All right, y'all. Okay, so back on the Elko 69. We got everything mocked up over here with my boy Larry Rich. Everything's mocked up, so we know we got a beat cut and all that stuff. So we're gonna pull this engine back out, and then also we're gonna go ahead and get some of our vintage airbox mounted, so that way this little hole right here be covered up. You can see right through there, but it's got a little plate, so hopefully we'll get all that covered up and we'll get ready to pull her out of here. Okay guys, we'll get you propped up and then we'll be back. All right guys, we got that done. So now we're gonna go ahead and get some fabbing going. Get this AC box in. Got to cut it out where that little orange square is, so that we have our line clearance for our transmission cooler. So let's get back to work. All right, y'all. So basically, all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen this fender up because the door won't open. So we're not gonna take it off. We're just gonna loosen it up so we can just hopefully just get enough movement forward to allow the door to get open. So Larry's working on that, but I also wanted to show y'all this right quick, the vintage air. So we're getting ready to put it in. It's got a lot of instructions and stuff, so when you get one of these kits, read your instructions, save you a lot of heartache. There's more instructions in here. There's instructions to every little component to the system. So anyway, you have this plate here. This is it has 3 bolts, and this plate is gonna mount to the firewall, and then this plate right here mounts to this one, and that's what holds this box in. It also has this little bracket right here, and so this is also going to be a part of the mount too as well. But anyway, it's lunchtime. Thanks, babe, for bringing the food. So I'm gonna get something to eat, and then we're gonna get y'all right back on. All right.
What's going on, y'all? Just coming back in. It's early in the morning. I'm over here working. And we got the vintage airbox sitting right here, wire harness. So right now what I'm trying to do is I got the motor and the transmission in place. Let me give y'all a quick shot of that. And so we have, oh, real fuzzy there. Okay, so the short tube headers, they worked out pretty well. It has clearance on the steering rod. We also ordered a brake booster kit that has a little 2-piece that steps it up. And then it has the brake drum come up here, so it has clearance. So there's clearance down here. I believe that kit also has a balancer, so we end up removing that balancer. We're gonna have to do something different with the lines, but we got clearance over here. The motor mounts are in. We have good clearance down here. It's really tight in the corners, but it's gonna be all right. It's got clearance. And then they got clearance on the headers here, so shouldn't have any issues. So anyway, we're just mounting the AC delete plate, or the heater core box delete plate, and then the vintage air sits on top of that on the inside. Problem is this here, I believe, is not the original firewall, so the mounting instructions on how to mount it don't work, but we're working it out. So what I've done, I drilled some bolts right here. Some holes. I'm trying to do this with the camera, sorry. Drill some holes, and that's gonna allow for us to mount that plate up. So I'm gonna get y'all on the tripod, and I'll get y'all back on here in a second. Say hi. Say hi, Kingston. Okay, so I got it in place. So everything sits well. it mounts. There's a mounting bracket right here that sits right onto the unit, and then we put a bolt right there at the bottom. This one's using that spacer, which kind of helps it give it that tilt, keep it more straight. And then right there, you can see it right there at the very top. There's the other mounting bolt. So there's 3 spots, and it's not even tight, it's just finger tight, but it's pretty sturdy already. So that's gonna work. So now we're gonna take it back out. We're gonna get the lines connected, and we're gonna get the heater core and AC lines fed through the fender well here. So y'all stay tuned for that. Okay, so I got the plate mounted up, and also finished putting the little insert into the side panel here for the AC and heater core lines. So anyway, what I ended up doing was I added another bolt up here, which will make this sturdier, and then I just wrapped it with some silicone on both ends to prevent it from the air seeping through. And then I also plugged up some of the holes, but there's still some more holes that's going to have to be tack welded to get everything sealed out. But I just did what I could to make it where it's clean and everything. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the module into the car. But what I had to do was I had to take this plate off, and then I put these lines on for the AC, make sure they're nice and tight. And then this one I put on, and then I had to put this goopy condenser tape on there, and that's to prevent it from sweating inside the car and leaking. So all 4 of these lines go out. So we're going to get all this stuff snaked up and mounted, and then we'll go from there.